Okay, we got a late night live. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Kelly. I just wanted to pop in and ask you one quick question. What do you do when you feel like you are in a position where every time you try to do the right thing, something bad happens? Have you ever felt like that? Have you ever felt like the more you try, the harder it gets? If you haven't felt like that, just go ahead and leave this video right now. If you felt that way before, please stay with me. What do you do? A lot of times we don't talk about this stuff because we feel like, people are going to talk bad about us. They're going to think, that we don't have everything, we don't have our stuff together. So people don't talk about it, but we need to talk about it more because a lot of times we are all going through some of the same stuff. The same stuff. All right. So here we go. How do you handle it when it feels as though, I've heard somebody say, I can't win for losing. These are horrible, horrible things to say, to speak over your life. But what is that? What do you do? What do you do when it seems as though the more you try, the more, things happen negatively or, to try to hinder or block what your goals are or where you're headed? All right, so I felt this way before, and it's a test, and it's also put in place to make you stronger. So if you can't handle little things and little hiccups and everything not going your way, you really can't handle a big responsibility. You're not ready yet because you'll flip out. So a lot of the time, these things are tests to see, okay, how will, she react in this situation? Can she handle it? And if she can, I'll be able to bless her with something bigger. Or I'll be able to, grant her request, something that she's asked for that I think she's ready for now because she's reached a level of maturity to handle situations that she can't control. Okay? With grace, calmly, and not taking anything to heart. So, here are some things you can do. The first thing is
I was just saying hi.
know that if that's happening, okay, you are in your season. You are in your season. Just know it. If that feels like that's happening to you and it's getting more and more and things like that, know you are in your season for your surplus of blessings. It's your time. It is your time. So the way you react to everything that's going on now, the craziness with the pandemic and how it had everybody at home and stuck and not being able to move, are you one of the ones that was complaining or that have been complaining, or are you one of the ones that's like, I'm going to come out on top of this? All right. So these are things that this mindset is one that can travel with you throughout all types of walks of your life. Relationships, spirituality, and your work life and everything. My background is in human resources, and it's unbelievable how many people, have a mindset. It's like the only thing you can control is what you speak over yourself. Don't waste it with downing yourself or putting yourself in a position where it's going to be hard for you to succeed, because the more you say that stuff, the more that it replays in your mind. And that's when it gets really scary, because you can get away from people in situations, but you can't run from yourself. And if you around here, you know, downplaying things or blaming yourself for things that are happening around you, you got to be careful because you want to protect. You want to be your biggest advocate. You want to be, your biggest cheerleader. And think about how good we treat other people. We have to start treating ourselves that way. We're having issues in our lives, in our relationships. We have to remember that the way we react to it is a total combination of the energy that we put out. That's what we get back. That's what we get back. And there's no getting around that. So since that's something that you control, why not make it magnificent versus the opposite? Why not? What is it going to hurt to make it better versus worse? How people talk bad about themselves or bad about other people. It's power in your words. There is power in your words. So keep that in mind, as we're going through different things, anything going bad in your life, the worst thing you can do during that time is talk down on yourself or blame yourself for it. What you need to be doing at that time, what you need to be doing now is your research, is leveling up, investing in yourself, doing things that make you feel better. And that is the way you are going to, fight that. Fight that feeling that it seems like the more I try, the harder it gets. You got to fight that feeling. Because that's not the case. That's not true. That's not a true statement. But we start to believe it because we are bringing that type of energy in. We're bringing it in. All right. Well, that's my time. So I just want to make sure you all knew that what we can't control, we ain't going to worry about it. We are going to focus on what we can control, which is me, the man in the mirror. Okay? And what can I learn from every situation? What is in it for me? What is the lesson that I'm supposed to be getting from this? So until next time, baddies, it's time to act up. Peace.